There is an effort to address flooding around The Hague, which of course has been a problem throughout the years in Norfolk, but there are other smaller projects in neighborhoods as well. It doesn't take much rain or wind to cause flooding in the city of Norfolk, and that's why City Manager Chip Filer is proposing funding a number of projects to address flooding.
The proposed budget does address a number of things that we believe will move the city forward.
This week, Filer outlined his budget proposal to the City Council, and it includes $5 million on a number of neighborhood projects. This map shows where they are, including things like improved drainage in East Ocean View, drainage improvements off of Chesapeake Boulevard in Bayview, and drainage improvements in Glen Rock.
We must remain committed to these small but meaningful flooding projects as we move forward with flood maintenance in the city.
In addition, the city is in the midst of a $2.6 billion project to address flooding in the most vulnerable areas like The Hague and areas around the Elizabeth River. The funding is coming from the state, federal government, and requires the city to pay $93 million a year. It will include 8 miles of flood walls, 1 mile of levees, 11 tide gates, and 10 pump stations. While city leaders say the project is very much needed to protect the city, it does put a strain on determining which other projects to fund.
It has been challenging, recognizing that we may have about $93 million that we have to allocate towards the flood wall every year for the next decade. And that puts a threshold for additional capital projects and additional debt that we can issue for other capital projects. And so we're trying to be very strategic and meaningful.
But the important and needed work goes on as now city council members will review the budget proposal before voting in May. In Norfolk, Brendan Ponton, News 3.
Hampton Roads' coastal flooding threat could grow significantly over the next several years. That's according to research from NASA's Sea Level Change Science Team and the University of Hawaii. News 3 anchor Blaine Stewart looks into this, and you can find his full report on WTKR.com.